Good morning. So it's 20 to 6 in the morning. I've not been able to sleep. I've decided to go for a ride. So we're heading over to Southport and it's 108 mile just to go and test the legs really. I feel what it's like to spend a big day in the bike on this, on the Dolan, because let me tell you, I'm really not getting on with it at all. But yeah, I'll discuss that in a later video. But what I'm going to share with you today is my 5 top tips I wish I knew when I first started out cycling. God, that's a mouthful. I'm sure it'll have a shorter title. So let me get out of the city and get somewhere a bit quieter. Although it should be quiet today, it's Good Friday. There'll be a lot of people off work. Let's go. I'm here, by the way, 20 miles into the ride. Feeling good. Yeah, feeling great. Tip 1, don't stress about the bike. So what do I mean by that? Now, if you're looking for your first bike and you're anything like me, it's very easy to set yourself a budget and then you start going looking online and looking at all the different bikes. If you're a beginner, chances are you're not going to know what type of riding style is going to suit you. So what I did when I got my first bike is I went for a hybrid, so something I could go and do light off-road stuff. It was alright on the road until I decided what type of riding I actually wanted to do. Very easy when you go online and you start looking at all the bikes and you see all the carbon, electric shifting, you know, all you need at this stage if you're just starting out is 2 wheels, brakes and a frame. Yeah, so what I'd look at is getting yourself a hybrid or something like that. Maybe even go and have a look on the second-hand market, so Facebook, eBay, Pink Bike, and maybe try and get something second-hand, because chances are you'll use that for a few months and then you'll start looking at other bikes. Then you'll start thinking, yeah, I want to go either full on road or you want to go full off-road, or maybe you might want to do both and get 2 bikes. So that's my advice to you. First tip, don't stress about the bike. Now I'm going to get some food, get another 20 miles into the ride, and I'll share with you tip 2. What a morning, no wind, loving it. Yeah, you see me looking at my phone, I've made notes. Not messing around with this one. 40 mile into the ride, not far off Southport now. It's literally down here around the corner. I'll be at Southport. I'll show you that when I get there. Tip 2, start recording your rides. So what do I mean by start recording your rides? Well, I don't mean going out and buying a camera and start doing videos, although I did. I mean start recording them by using an app like Strava, Map My Ride, Komoot. It logs all the data from your ride, how fast you've gone, how far you've gone, how many feet you've climbed, how much, if you've got heart rate connected, it'll give you a more detailed view on how your heart rate's doing, your max heart rate. Then you can also add cadence sensors to it and power meters, but that's something you don't need to do right now, but you can do it in the future. If you've got a Apple Watch like I have, then you can record your rides off that. There's actually an app built into it, but you can also download Strava to this and record it straight off that. Then in the future you can base your training around it. And also what you find is, especially Strava's the one I recommend, is there's actually segments on there. So from point A to point B, it'll tell you how you've performed on that, and then it'll put you in a leaderboard and you can see where you've actually placed. And then time and time as you do it, you'll actually get PRs, and it just gives you more motivation. I have a few that I'm trying to get PRs on at the minute, and it's just a real good tool for basing your fitness, especially if you go Strava and you go for the premium version. It gives you a fitness score of how fit you are. Highly recommend it. You will be grateful of it in the future, especially as you see the miles totaling up each year and your lifetime miles that you've done. Anyway, on that, let's get away from this. Let's get to the beach and get to the seaside and have some fun. Although I'm not going to go and dig a castle. Tip 3 coming up, and it's quite fitting. I'll explain in a minute, but look at that. The sea's right out. Don't look like I'm at the sea. The only giveaway I'm at the sea is the pier. Tip 3, and it's quite fitting at the minute because my backside's killing me. So you might have started, you might have been going out for quite a while, going on your bike, and your backside kills all the time. And you might even be thinking of getting one of them gel seat covers to protect your ass. Now, they won't help you, they'll only make it worse. What I'd suggest is is first off you want to look at your seat position, so the tilt, the yaw, and how high it is. There's plenty of videos online to find out how to do that. If you're still hurting, then it's worth looking at the actual saddle that you've got then and maybe changing that. Now, your best place to go for this is your local bike store. If you get in with a good bike store, they'll actually lend you saddles till you find something that actually works for you, because you've got different your sit bones in your backside. I can't really explain, I'm not professional on it, but if you go to your bike shop, they will help you out with it, and they'll lend you a couple of saddles till you find something that works for you. Then the next thing you can try is chamois cream. I should have put some on this morning, knowing I was going on a big ride like this, and I didn't, and now I'm suffering. By the time I get home, I'm going to be in agony with it, but I just learned to grin and bear it. And if you are a new cyclist, sometimes it's just a case of getting a time in the saddle and just toughening up your undercarriage. It will happen over time, it will get better. It's just something you've just got to ride through and just grin and bear it. Now it's time to start making the return leg home. I'm at 49 mile, I've got another 58 home, so let's do this. I'll get another 20 mile into it and I'll give you tip 4. But what a stunning place, just look at it. The sun's not shining, but you don't need it on a day like this. It's not freezing, it's about 12-13 degrees. Not much wind, absolutely beautiful. Right, and on that, now it's time to get back and continue with this ride. So 70 mile in, I was just nearly bonking then. Throws it, you don't know when you've rode so long and you've not ate or drunk enough, your body starts shutting down. It feels horrible. But I've just rescued it with this cake. I don't know what it is, I just said to her bring me whatever cake and a coffee. So I'm going to eat this and then tip 4's coming. That lemon cake was unreal. So tip 4, learn to do some repairs. One big one that you do want to learn how to do, because it will happen at some point and probably happen multiple times. I've had it happen 2 or 3 times on a ride. Puncture repairs. Learn to fix them, learn to repair them. Whether you want to carry a tube or carry a puncture repair kit. Me personally, I carry a tube and I carry patches as well. You will need to do it. Last thing you want to do is get a puncture, be in the middle of nowhere, have no phone signal, and not being able to get your bike back on the road and get going. The second one you want to learn how to do, snap chain. I've only ever happened to me once. Learn how to do that. Now, if you look online, your local bike shop, or I forget the name of them at the minute, but you can go to places where they'll teach you how to do repairs. They're worth looking into. Or just YouTube it and just practice at home. Anyway, I'm going to finish this coffee and then we'll get to tip 5 and hopefully I'll be near home when I'm sharing it with you. Anyway, I'm off. That cake was so nice. Well, I've not been back to you for ages. I'm really suffering. I've just had about 3 or 4 climbs, only small ones, but yeah, I'm dead. So I'm currently 77 mile into my ride. I've got 30-ish left to go. I just need a landmark now so I know where I am. I ain't got a clue where I am there. But don't worry, tip 5 is coming. So when I mentioned that I was going to be somewhere a bit more familiar, this wasn't what I had in mind. However, I'll get onto that in a minute of why I'm here and I'm not out on the road. So, tip 5. Tip 5 is invest in some kit, some key pieces of kit that you'll need, guaranteed all the time. So I'm going to be reading from my notes that I've got because it's got aches at the minute. Because honestly, I'm ruined from that ride. So you got the bike, and now you're ready to hit the roads. But before you do that, you'll want to get yourself some kit, some tools and things that you're going to need to carry with you while you're on the ride. First bit of kit that you need to buy, helmet. Spend as much as you can on that. I was always in the mindset of just get an helmet, any helmet will do. However, I will list a video here to Katie Kookaburra when she had her crash, and in there she explains how important her helmet was to her. So yeah, spend as much as you can on your helmet. Second bit of kit that you'll need, that you will need to carry with you, you will need it at some point, is a multi-tool. If you have a puncture, you're going to need a multi-tool. Now, depending on what kind of wheels you've got, you might need an Allen key. I've got bolt-through axles on mine, so I need an Allen key to remove them. Some you just have a quick release, but the multi-tools, they come with a variety of different tools on there. So you've got Allen keys, screwdrivers, tyre levers, a chain breaker tool on some of them. It's worth investing in a good one because you'll only buy one and that'll last you forever. A pump. You can get CO2 cartridges. If you're new to it, I won't bother. I'd just get a pump. Pump's guaranteed to work all the time. The cartridges, if you don't do it right, your air can blow over, and I've been guilty of doing this. I carried 3 CO2 cartridges with me, had a puncture, wasted 2 of them. Luckily on the last one I managed to get just enough air in it so I could get myself home. So it's always worth carrying a pump. Water bottles and the bottle cages for your bike. Hydration, simple, don't need much explanation. Gloves, bib shorts, they aren't important, but they do make it more comfortable on the bike. And then obviously clothing, depending on what type of riding you're going to be doing. But like I said, if you're new to it and you're just getting into the sport, riding anything, it doesn't really matter what you wear. As long as you're comfortable on the bike, that's all that matters. Now, my bonus tip. It was going to be have fun. I did say it in the last video, but now with what happened today, so basically, rewind a little bit. When I was last speaking to you, I was really struggling and going through it. I didn't prepare on my ride. I didn't take any, in fact I'm not even going to go into the details of this, but basically I threw the towel in at 88 miles. It's not like me. I had to call my dad, get him to come and pick me up. But if you, so basically is my bonus tip is don't bite off more than you can chew. Build yourself up. Don't do what I did this morning. Get really confident. Go out there thinking you're going to be fine with a couple of flapjacks and a few bottles of water. I needed more, so just basically prepare. Don't be thinking you're a failure by throwing the towel in, and don't be giving up if you do throw the towel in. You're not a failure. It's just a learning curve. You just need to go away and analyse of why you didn't succeed. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, again, please consider pressing that subscribe button. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, have fun, and keep your legs turning. Bye guys.